Hi, this is Fred back with you talking about the motivation as to why are we doing this? Why are we spending the money to update this campus and renovate it? And that's a great question. Yeah, last video I talked about the scope of what we're going to be doing. Now let me just tell you why this is. And there's two primary motivations for us. Number one, we truly believe that this is one of the most important buildings in all of Scotts Valley. And think about it. This is the place where people are introduced to Christ. This is the place where lives are radically transformed. This is the place where people grow in their love and service to the Lord. And we believe we are way outdated. We've got buildings that were built here in the 50s, the one right behind me, the original church center. And then we've got other buildings. The chapel currently was built in the 60s. So we've got buildings 50, 55, 60 years old. And they do not reflect today's culture here in Scotts Valley. They reflect the era in which they were built, when Scotts Valley was a sleeper town. But consider now the buildings that exist. I mean, and important buildings, there are several of them. You think of a fire station, a police station, the city hall. You think about the schools, the middle school, how $40 million just went into that, the high school, which is built up, libraries. But you go into these buildings, even coffee shops and restaurants, and I mean, they're nice. They are representative of Scotts Valley. But you come here on this campus and what you see is dated. It's old. It's dilapidated in many ways. I mean, it's functional, yes, but it's still outdated. And so we serve a God where we have great adoration for Him, and we want a campus to reflect really how we feel about God. And we just believe it is time. So that's motivation number one, is to just have something that's commensurate with this community today. The second thing is, think about the people that came before us. There are people that had a vision for this property. This was just dirt at one point, and people came along, starting with Pastor Glenn and Colwell, and said, man, this is where a church needs to be. And later on, this is where the church is going to start a school as well. And people sacrificed greatly for the next generation. People mortgaged their homes. They invested a tremendous amount of savings. They built the buildings. They established the church and the school. And they did this such that now our generation, my generation, we're recipients of this campus. Everything here, this 6-acre campus, has been provided completely debt-free. Can you imagine that? And now I've been thinking, what are we leaving the next generation? We're going to leave them a huge project unless we do something about it. So that's why we are taking on these projects. We just want to update it. We want to have the church building, the physical location, be someplace that is you're proud of, that you want to bring friends, that you want to invite people to. A lot of people tell us they find out about us just by driving in front of the church building. We want people, when they drive by, to see what's going on here and say, wow, there's something really cool happening here. Let's go check it out. That's what we want to do. And that's why we've got this project. That's what's motivating us to move forward, to get her done. And of course, we are all a big part of that. So stay tuned. Next week, I'm going to talk about, not the next week, but rather the next daily dose I'm going to bring to you is, again, talking about, well, what's all this going to cost? Because it is going to cost something. And like I said, it's been in the works since 2.5 years ago. So stay tuned. We'll bring you that news next week. Look at this. That's exactly what we want to see. There's more kids and family coming on our campus. All righty. God bless. Talk to you guys later.